Hey friends, we are back with a What the Fuck Wednesday. And I'm bringing a bit of a different topic today. So I want to talk about AI. Has it gone too far? Something I just came across maybe last week. It was last week or the week before. I don't think a lot of people have heard of this, so maybe this is the first time you're going to. It's fucked. That's going to be at the very end. I'm going to talk about that. First off, though, we're going to go through like more normal AI, ChatGPT, my thoughts on that, using that, the AI pictures, and then the thing that's really messed up. But next week, I just want to give you a little teaser. I'm going to have my husband come on. He's going to join me for a little chat about some Canadian politics and things upcoming because we have an upcoming election. So we're going to chat a little bit about that. And you can hear our thoughts on that. So that'll be fun. He's off for the week, so he's going to record one with me. So get ready, get excited. But today we're going to talk about AI. So ChatGPT, like the GPTs, AI pictures, and this new trend. And I hope to fucking God this is not a trend and it actually goes away because I don't want to see more people doing this. It's coaching bots. And yeah, you heard that correctly. Coaching bots. I cannot believe that I'm actually having to say this. Um, we still live in the dumbest timeline ever. So, I mean, it's become a thing. That it's a thing. First, we're going to start with the normal things. So, the more normal side of AI. So, ChatGPT, the pictures, and with ChatGPT, I know you've probably seen like floating around the grab my prompts, to get a month worth of content, or here's what you can put into ChatGPT for sales emails or like whatever, all of the prompt stuff. You can prompt it for anything, and someone has made a prompt for everything, right? That's fine. Whatever. I don't think that these are all necessarily bad, with a caveat. If you are using this to help you write content, not write it for you. I think where this kind of goes wrong is if you are heavily relying on ChatGPT to just write everything for you. You are not going through and looking at any of it, and you are just copy and pasting. And I have fucking 1000% seen this. I know that you've seen it too. It's awful. And it is so obvious. It's really obvious when it's like straight copy and pasted, and it's terrible. It is so terrible. It does not sound like you at all. And I was actually having a discussion with a friend of mine about this today. And I was saying, if I tried this, people would know within 5 seconds of me posting the post that it was AI because it would be so obvious that it was not me. I have never gotten AI to write my posts because it would be so blatantly obvious because I just write how I talk. There's no way it could duplicate it, right? And that's not what it's really supposed to be used for. It's great for getting ideas about content, asking questions about what your ideal client needs to hear. And that's if you can describe them really well, because remember, whatever you put in, it's going to give you the answers back for that. So you have to put in really good information to get good information back. And so you have to be really aware of who your ideal client is, also what you're selling to them, the transformation, all of these things to be able to ask good questions around it, get good information. And You can ask so many questions to develop ideas, get feedback about things. Like you can put your content in there, ask for feedback, ask for, how you could improve. Different things like that are really helpful. Writing out content word for word, in my opinion, no go. Don't do that. I would not use it for that. 100% no. Don't do that. Like it's just never going to come across the same. It's just not. And like at the end of the day, even though it sounds like that might save you so much time, is it going to convert for you though in the way that you're wanting it to? And if it doesn't, it's not saving you time because then you still have to go back and take more time writing more posts to connect with people. So it's not saving you any. Now, moving on, pictures. This is an interesting one. For most things, like I really don't have a problem with people using them for most things. Some people like really don't like it. It's interesting. I've seen this posted actually as like a general question in Facebook groups, and it's to get people's opinion and thoughts on like what other people think about it, just to kind of like poll the group and see what, people's opinions are on it. Some people like fucking hate it and they are just like fully against it. They don't like it. They just like, no, don't like it at all. And that's totally like, if that's you, that's your opinion, that's totally fair. Like, that's fine. I don't really care. I personally don't give two shits unless it's intentionally misleading. That's when obviously it's a problem. Like, if you are selling something relevant to, let's say, what you look like or your body or whatever, that's intentionally misleading. And no, don't fucking use them. Like, no. If you're not doing that, like if it were me and I had AI pictures, which I don't know how to create them, so I don't have any. It's me. I think it's pretty obvious that it's me if you've seen my content. Um, it wouldn't make any difference really because I'm not selling, my services, how you're working with me isn't so that you can like look like me. So it doesn't really matter. But in situations where, like, let's say it was a fitness coach and you're using an AI picture that shows off your body and you're selling coaching, people are going to infer that picture is the result that they can get. Unless it's very obvious that it's AI, and still, they're probably still going to be like, that could be my result. Even if you say it, even if you say it. In cases where you're selling a body transformation and you use an AI picture, they are going to think that that's what they can get. That's where, no, definitely, that's no. That is crossing the line. Like, that does not make sense to me at all to use an AI picture. Like, show people what they can realistically achieve because it does two things. A, you can't get them to that result because it's not a real fucking picture. And it misleads them into thinking that they can get that result, which they can't because it's not a real picture. So there's like both of those things. Again, if I were to do it, like no one's signing up for my services to look like me. No one's signing up for my services to look like me. So the way I look in my pictures is like fairly irrelevant, unless here's where it would be like really crazy. if I was adding in things that made it seem like I was living this like super lavish lifestyle and I was like, I don't know, going to like crazy places, like going to Paris and going like and actually pretending like I was, but I actually wasn't. Because I mean, with AI, you can fucking create whatever the hell you want. And I was selling that lifestyle as part of like, you can build your business, grow your business to be able to experience these things. Again, no, that's the same as the fitness coach idea. That's fucking scammy. Don't do that. But like, this comes down to common sense. And even in saying that, I know, unfortunately, there's still going to be people that they're going to try to do this. They're going to try to pull this off. And so you got to be a more informed buyer. And it sucks that it has to come back on that because I also I don't fully agree on it just like being on that because it should like the accountability should be on the person that's trying to scam people. Like, I fully believe that. But unfortunately, we have to make sure that we're watching what's going on because these things exist. Now, for the most egregious thing of all, in my opinion, this is like, this is crazy to me. These coaching bots. Now, this has only recently come across my radar, and it is fucking wild to me that people are doing this. Also, with the time we live in, dumbest timeline ever. I guess maybe it should be expected. I don't know. But like at the same time, no. No, because we should still be able to have higher standards because if we don't, things are just going to get worse. So, like, no. So, these coaching bots are essentially something that you can pay for instead of getting coaching from the actual person that is like selling the bot. So, the idea is this is just like so weird. And I know people do this like for themselves, that they train bots and, get them to help them with things. But now people are training bots, or like someone has created this for them to be like them and how they want it to like coach people and respond to people instead of them having like this person that's selling it having to actually coach more people. I don't know. I don't know the logistics of like how exactly that's possible because at the same time, I know I know a little bit about the ones that you can train and like they keep quote unquote like learning as you're like interacting with them. So I don't understand what the parameters are around this so that it actually coaches someone appropriately and doesn't take on like what people are asking. Like, it doesn't make much sense to me. But, anyways, you can buy access to these AI coaching bots for a certain amount a month, and they sell it like it's getting coaching from them, but at a reduced rate, still hundreds a month, like many hundreds a month, because it's coming from their AI bot and not them. But of course, it's going to be like business life saving per usual. I think this is fucking insane. Like, I can't. This is dumb. It's not a good idea. I think it's horrible. And from some that I've seen marketed, it is clearly a way for people to like get out of actually coaching themselves. And I just don't even know how else to describe this. Like this is like this is too far. And already, like in the coaching industry, we have people who clearly scam people, don't follow through on what they say they will, are like selling fluff, all of the things. This is like next level fuckery. Like, this is like, I don't even, like, I literally don't even know what to call this. This is so beyond, don't know. It's just, it's absolutely crazy to me. So that's, those are my thoughts on that. Like, I don't know what else to say about it because it's so insane that there's really nothing else to say because it's just fucking insane. So that is that. Don't go buy that. Don't get sucked into it. It is not going to save your business. It is not better than talking to a real person. Just use like regular ChatGPT and ask it questions. Um, like this, it's crazy to me. The ones that I have seen, and this is the other thing. The ones that I've seen, the pricing that I have seen, just FYI, you can join Impact for cheaper. And you get a one-on-one call with me every month, 3 group calls where we actually work together. I talk to you as a real person. I don't send in an AI bot. Like, this is nuts. So I'll leave the link to that if you are interested in real people coaching and real strategy and real solutions to build your business into something amazing, because that's what I like to help people do. And that's it for What the Fuck Wednesday on AI. I would love to hear your feedback, your thoughts on this one, especially that last one, because that's crazy. Let me know if you've heard about that before. And I would love if you would give the podcast a 5-star rating and review. As always, go after everything that you fucking want and be unapologetic about it.